Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Our 24-hour temperature cast wants to get those numbers up over 90 today or close to it. I think that's going to hinge on if some of these showers hold together, if some of those clouds can thicken up, and maybe that can slow some of the temperatures down. I don't expect the same kind of rains and storms that we had yesterday. Picked up almost 2 full inches at the Tallahassee airport. That actually puts us into the plus column for the month of September. We're still quite a bit behind for the year, but that took a nice little bite out of that rainfall deficit. 68 this morning in Thomasville. We'll take that. 71 in Valdosta, 72 in Tallahassee. Close to what's normal. Those dew point numbers hovering around 70, so still enough moisture where you feel it. Maybe not as icky sticky as it's been. Around the region, there are several spots in the 60s. Blakely and Quincy and Thomasville and Moultrie and Homerville and Live Oak, all there. Hopefully we start seeing numbers like that more often. It would be nicer to slide those numbers a little farther back into the 60s. And there's a chance maybe we start doing that next week. I'm optimistic about the weekend forecast. I hope I don't have to change that thinking, but for now, let's go with the optimism. Not a lot of wind out there. We are going to find some spots where the fog gets kind of thick, and right now Quincy and Bainbridge visibility is down below 1 mile, so be careful on the road. You know the vermin are out there lurking, and it's going to be dark until about 7:15, so we still have some time to deal with that fog. A boundary to our north, it's trying hard to get here, and there's plenty of warm humid air in place. So for today, for tomorrow, just that warm humid air, the sea breeze, that boundary squeezing the atmosphere a little bit, all that contributes to some of these scattered showers, and that's all that we're looking at. Once this boundary makes enough progress to get through the area, and I think that it can, at least a little bit, some of that drier air sneaks in from the north and east, and maybe things do feel a little bit better as we get towards the weekend. Here's the future cast just through today, and I don't expect a lot of rain, but I do think we can get some scattered showers, so not the same kind of deal we had yesterday, but still a chance to get some. Now, a lot of the talk is going to be what's going on with the hurricane. The hurricane is way off to the east, finally rounding that ridge and starting to head north. It should start to speed up. It also should start to weaken. Now, by Saturday morning early, it's going to be off the coast of Massachusetts. And then by Sunday morning, someplace up near Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, or Maine, we'll be able to fine-tune that as we get closer. For the next couple of days, though, it's still waiting and watching. The eye has been running into a little bit of shear. It doesn't look as clear or as distinct. The water ahead of it, it's a little bit cooler. So I do expect to see weakening with the hurricane over the next couple of days. Margot's still out there. And then we've got this disorganized energy way out across the Atlantic that over the next week or so, up to about an 80% chance for some sort of development. So we've got plenty to keep our eyes on. None that are going to impact our forecast locally anytime soon. Winds on the Gulf today, west and northwest, up to about 12 knots, so pretty good for the boaters. 60s, 70s early. I still think we can get up over 90 today. We'll put the rain chances 50-60%, but I don't expect the same kind of showers and storms as yesterday. More muggy tonight, more 70s tonight. And here's that 7-day forecast. I'm staying with the optimism, at least for today. We'll see if we have to adjust our weekend forecast based on what that boundary wants to do. But wouldn't it be nice to have highs in the upper 80s and less humidity? Yeah, it would.